Welcome to the Longmont Hackathon live stream. Coming to you live from Skyline High School in Longmont, Colorado. And now, here is Vince Jordan.
Hey, and welcome back to the first ever City of Longmont Hackathon here at Skyline High School. And I'm here this afternoon with two of the poster children for the hackathon, Tim Finnegan on my right over here, and Nick Sellers on my left. So guys, you've been involved with this from way early on. You were part of promoting this and putting a commercial together for it, and you've been hard at it for the last 3 days. So, you know, how did your team come together?
So kind of originally we came in all thinking possibly of doing individual apps, so all of us working on our own stuff. But then when we started thinking about ideas, we started realizing, well, there are a couple of us that want to work on a website, a couple of us that want to work on mapping software, and a couple of us that wanted to work on mobile apps. So then we thought, well, we all go to school together, we're all going to be hanging out together during the hackathon, so why don't we just combine all three of those ideas? So we wound up teams of like two or three different teams, combining into one mega group of 8 kids.
Yeah, and the teams kind of fluctuated with who was in what group, depending on what needed to be done and who was specialized in what different areas.
Oh, so you've like cross-worked the various apps and that sort of thing, yeah? Okay, very cool, very cool. So you guys are, if I understand it correctly, you've got 3 projects going, right, that you're going to be presenting. So tell me a little bit about them.
The one that I specifically worked on most of the time was mapping software. It lets you see the city of Longmont. It shows you major points of interest, and also it has a Flickr feed for pictures that have been taken around town, and it shows you the location and what they are and a little blurb about it.
Very cool.
And who took it, too.
Cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
And then what I was working on was, I did mostly the CSS, so that's the styling for the Longmont website. So we looked at the website, realized it looked like crap. So then...
Tim, how do you really feel about the website?
It looked like crap.
Okay.
So
It
hasn't been updated since 2003 with the styling, so we definitely needed a revamp. So we took it out, and then we were talking with the lady that actually is updating it, keeping it up and running, and she was talking about how the template system that they have right now, where if they're like, well, we need a website for the library, they want to change something, it's really complicated to go and get that information. Partially because they use Dreamweaver, which, I mean, it's Dreamweaver. So what we did was we took it and we converted the entire website into HTML5 and CSS3, which is the most up-to-date HTML and CSS, most up-to-date website software around, or website programming languages around. And we actually had a lot of work of data mining. We had to go and get all of the information off of every single site or every single page the website has, which is about 3,000-ish pages. So we actually got help writing a Python script from 2 of the other guys on the team. So they went through, wrote a Python script, then it ran for about 10-ish minutes, grabbed all of the information from the website, put it into its own folders that we could reference. So we went from having just the home page to having almost an entire functioning website in less than half an hour.
Wow. Wow, that's impressive. Well, you know, being with the city, I feel like I've got to, you know, defend the website here a little bit. I mean, we run on really tiny budgets and very few people involved with it. And it's like, you know, I know that the gal who's responsible for it every year goes to the city and goes, you know, we really need to do something about this. We really need to do something.
She doesn't have the time. I can't put any blame on her.
And on top of that, they go, yeah, but we got to fix potholes. Website, potholes, website, potholes. Yeah, so
that actually leads to something else. One of our apps focuses on reporting things that need to be done about the city. It lets you take a picture of it, say what's wrong, list the severity, and actually we plan on sending an automatic email to someone who could actually do something about it so they can get it faster and they can actually do something.
You going to GPS it and map it?
That's the goal. Hopefully it'll be up and running by 3 o'clock, but it's looking like pretty much not going to be completely functional.
But you got a concept you can present and talk about it?
Definitely. Okay. And we have a plan where if it takes off and the city's like, you know what, can you guys actually come do this for us for a little freelance work, then we would definitely have the stability to be able to just keep working on it and have it done pretty quickly. But we're just with the time crunch and getting databases to work, we had a problem with the computers we were using and the server that we have, where the databases weren't able to connect between the computer and the server. So we had a little bit of a setback with that. Otherwise, we probably could have had it done.
Okay, that's all right. So, first ever hackathon you guys have been to?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's pretty fun.
Amazing.
You like it, huh?
Yeah, it can get pretty bad though if you just code and don't take any breaks. Like yesterday, Cameron, he was here from 7 to 11, and I think he took like 2 or 3 breaks besides meals. So he was coding for probably a solid 12 hours.
Wow.
Whereas I took breaks every couple hours.
Yes, I think I caught
twice.
you during one of your breaks, Tim. I think I remember walking down the hall. You're playing guitar. That was
I
you,
wasn't
right?
wearing a shirt.
You weren't wearing a shirt. That's right.
It's too hot up here. They needed to turn the AC on, but.
So hackathons are kind of free-spirited. You can move around a little bit. Get a little guitar playing. Yeah.
Go get to know the other programmers. Just go talk to them, figure out what they're good at. There are a lot of really smart people down there. There's a guy that I know that he said he programs like half of his stuff in assembly, and that's like,
whoa,
what? Assembly? And then there's a guy that worked with Linux, like he was a developer for Linux, and there's just a lot of really cool people.
So you guys are meeting some neat folks down here too. Very cool. So next year's hackathon, I'm guessing you're going to show up?
Definitely.
Probably.
Be there? All right. That'd be cool. Great. Well, I really appreciate you guys participating in this one. Thank you for all the help promoting it up front. Really appreciated that and spending some time with us here this afternoon. Good luck. Looking forward to the presentation, seeing what you guys have put together.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right. You betcha. Peyton, it's all yours, buddy.
Stay with us as we take a break. Continued coverage of the Longmont Hackathon will resume shortly.